It is now September 1st, and I saw 3 movies during August, and I'm going to rank them from the worst to the best. And coming in last place, we have Jackpot. But fortunately, this is a movie that isn't that bad, actually. It is kind of your average comedy, but I think that it's elevated through the actor, specifically John Cena. I think that John Cena has proven just how versatile he can be. I mean, like, he's just very, very funny. Like, and he can do great drama as well, but it's just so interesting because, like over 10 years ago, I never would have thought that he would have become an actor, but, like, here we are. And I think that he is what carries this movie, and I think Aquafina isn't that bad either. I kind of like Aquafina's been growing on me the past couple of years. I still not really the biggest fan of her. She's not terrible, but she just kind of can be kind of annoying. But I think here's a good example of her just being, like, bearable, even a little bit more than that. Like, she's not that bad. And I think that the dynamic between Aquafina and John Cena, I think that it's done well enough to keep you engaged throughout this movie. And it's just an average comedy, but I think it's one that you're not going to hate. It's not, like, dreadfully awful. And I think that just the dichotomy between our two characters is enough to, like, make this movie enjoyable. Coming in second place, we have Blink Twice. And this is a movie, not only did I really like it, but it was also very confusing, and I want to see it again. And I think that shows that a movie's good. And I think that what this movie does so well is it just has such this very eerie tone. Because throughout this movie, like, Naomi Aki's character, Naomi gives, like, one of the best performances of the year, at least in a horror movie. She was so good in this. And it's just this ongoing sense of dread. It is this slow build-up where, and because of what this movie is, where it takes place on this gorgeous island, it hits you with a sense of beauty and awe, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. And because of that, everything feels like it keeps getting more eerie. You keep looking around as you're watching this movie saying, you know, something's not right. What's going on? What just happened over there? And it just keeps you guessing. And, like, it has almost this underlying mystery element that just feels so disturbing. And it's definitely one of the most unique horror movies of the year. But I think I could even see it, like, I would say it could be in my top 5 favorite movies of the year. But it's just a movie I really want to rewatch again because it's just so off and it's intentionally just so eerie. And I think that's what it is done so well here. And this is Zoe Kravitz's first film, I believe, that she directed. I think that she did a fantastic job. And I think that, like I said, I think I need to see it again because of the way that it is and how weirdly paced it is. I think it's a well-paced movie. It's only about an hour, 40 minutes. But just how weird it is in terms of the eeriness and the acting. It's a movie that needs a rewatch, I think, to give more thoughts on it. But I think what Zoe was able to do is just give this sense of awe and wonder when we first see this island and just how beautiful it is and just how awesome this feels like. But at the same time, we're scared. We're scared for all of our characters. We want to know what's going to happen, but, like, in the back of our head, we're like, no, I don't want to know. This is too dark. What's going on? And it's just combines mystery with horror in such a unique way. Like I said, I could even see this going up. It's definitely top 10 of the year for me personally. But I just don't really know what to think about it so much. I just want to watch it again. But yeah, it was really good. And coming in at number 1, we have Alien Romulus. This was one of my most anticipated films of the year. And in my opinion, it lived up to my hype because it did exactly what I wanted to. So when it comes to the Alien franchise as a whole, I've only seen the first 2 and then this one, and I love the first Alien movie. I think it's one of the best horror movies of all time. And when I first watched Aliens, I was very disappointed with it. And I rewatched Aliens about a week after I watched this movie, and once again, I just did not get into it. And it's just because Aliens is Aliens is an action movie and Alien is horror. And I love action movies, but just for me, Aliens, it just kind of dropped the ball, I think, on whether the characters and just the lack of horror. But anyways, I'm talking about Aliens. Let me talk about Alien Romulus. And that's why I'm so excited for Alien Romulus, because they were going back to the horror of the original. And in my opinion, Fede Alvarez definitely succeeded. I thought he did a fantastic job. And I have seen some people criticize the third act. I didn't mind it. I really liked it. But, and like I said, this is another movie. I really want to rewatch this movie. I want to see it again. And because I just found it to be, great. I think all the characters I found to be very compelling, especially David Johnson's character, Andy. He's so great. He gives one of the best performances of the year. I thought that he was fantastic. And there's a bunch of just complex characters in this movie that you just like. And one thing, at least for me, maybe it was a little bit of a problem that I had with it, was just a little bit of the pacing. I think it felt a little too fast, but maybe upon a rewatch, I wouldn't mind it as much. But I just really, really enjoyed this movie. I loved how it went back to the horror roots. I think that just the gore here fits with what Alien Romulus is. I love the aesthetic of this film. I think that all the performances are great. And it's just a movie I want to rewatch. I want to look at it. Like, the scenes where there's the rain on this planet just look gorgeous. It's bleak. It's dark. But it just has you on the edge of your seat watching the whole time. At least it did for me. So yeah, that's why this is number one for me. So yeah, I was only able to see 3 movies this month. Hopefully I can see more this September. And yeah, for the most part, I liked all 3 of the movies. And tell me, what was how would you rank all the August 2024 movies that you watched from the worst to the best? Tell me in the comments below. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed my video, and subscribe for more rankings and reviews like this.